Hello everyone. It's been a while since I uploaded my last video. It's been busy at work and there's a lot of things going on. But this video is very important because I am going to share with you the detailed process and requirements for the processing of your temporary resident card if you are on a job seeker visa. Before that, please like and follow my Facebook page, Recruiter Anywhere. This is also the page wherein you can chat with me and contact me directly. And I do apologize if I'm going to reply sometimes very late. And if you'd like to join the community of people who are applying for job seeker visa, we can also join this Facebook group. And of course, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel so I'll be motivated and inspired to create more videos related to job seeker visa. All right. So as a backstory, I wanted to give you a brief background. How was my journey in terms of job seeker visa? For some people who've been following my um, YouTube channel for a while, okay, so my visa starts on February 11, 2024 and ended on June 9, 2024. So these are the first 120 days. I arrived to Portugal in April 23, 2024, which means I already lost 72 days of my visa. But luckily, I got a job on May 22, 2024. I received the contract. However, my joining date is on June 17, 2024. But my IMA appointment is on May 24, 2024. So it means I already have the contract with me, everything, every documents that I need for my appointment, and all I have to do is to show up in IMA on this date, on the date of my appointment, which is May 24, 2024. So I'm sharing with you all this information because this timeline will be crucial on the next things that I'm going to share with you. So I created a video a few months back about the requirements of processing of the TRC, but there's no detail what is the process, what's going on, or what is like the timeline about the card. It's because I didn't receive my card and I wasn't successful when I processed my TRC on May 2024. And I'm going to tell you how on the next slides. So I have a lot of appointment with IMA since May 2024 and I've been canceled many times which I don't know how. Originally, my appointment is on May 24, 2024. This is the original appointment that comes along together with my visa. And then when I went there on May 24, the IMA officer told me that I need to start first on my job before I can process my temporary resident permit. So it means I couldn't process that unless I joined my company officially. So they asked me what would be my joining date, and I told them June 17. So they provided a new appointment, which is the new appointment is June 27, 2024. So take note that as you can see here in the history, the June 27 appointment is not available here. And I didn't receive any email about the June 27, 2024. However, the IMA officer gave me a paper, a printout document with his signature that I can come in IMA Odivelas on June 27, 2024. So I started my job on June 17 and I filed a leave for June 27 to show up on my appointment. When I went to IMA Odivelas on June 2027, I was told that I'm sorry, we couldn't accommodate you. Your appointment today is canceled. And I was there at 9 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, why? Why it's canceled? I did not receive any email. I came from Braga and I traveled to Lisbon just to show up in my appointment. So they told me that it's fine, we will give you a new appointment. So now you're in Braga. They provided me an appointment on September 25, 2024. That's what they told me. So when they provided me this appointment on September 25, 2024, I received an email from IMA that I have this appointment. So what I did when I went home around 1 a.m. in the morning, I opened my SEF profile, this one, and I check if the September 25 appointment is here in the history of my appointment. And unfortunately, no, I cannot see it from here. So I was worried that it can be canceled again, like what happened on June 27 appointment. So what I did, I tried to book an appointment. I clicked this button in my SEF profile, and I did really created an appointment, which is this appointment. But this appointment is not like processing of temporary resident card. This appointment means extension of the visa. I do not have any choices or options when I did this appointment, but still, so I chose it anyway. And I booked the August 13, 2024 appointment. So I again prepared for August 13 appointment. And then 2 days before the September 13, I received an email from IMA that I have an appointment for September 12. It's like, wow, I got two appointments. So it means even the August 13 will be canceled. At least I have another appointment, which is September 12. So I went in IMA Odivelas on September 13. And when I went there, it was like, sorry, your appointment today is canceled and we sent you a new email. I said, I didn't receive an email that you canceled my appointment. So it means when I received the email for September 12, it means that the August 13 appointment has been canceled. It was devastating. It was disappointing because I got a job since May, but it's already August and I didn't process my resident permit yet. That is really frustrating. So, what can I do? Go back to Braga. So, again, I prepared for my appointment on September 12. I bought a ticket, everything is ready. And then again, 2 days ago, I received a new email from IMA that I have an appointment on November 4, 2024. So now I assume that this appointment has been canceled. So I canceled my ticket going back to Lisbon and I did not have the 100% refund for the ticket. So it's really, again, frustration, devastating news. So what can I do? So now my last shot would be on September 25. So again, the September 25, what I have only with me is the printout of the appointment that the IMA sent me in my email because it's not showing here in my SEF profile. So what I did is I went in Viseu. So this is another city in Portugal. It's not in Odivelas anymore. And thank God I successfully processed my temporary resident card. And I'm going to show you what are the documents that I prepared, what are the documents that IMA took from me, what is the process, the payment, and timeline. And since I went to IMA Odivelas before, I could share some insight about IMA Odivelas and IMA Visual Processing. All right, let's go ahead. So first I separated or I put two segments about what are the documents that I prepared. So it is like documents from my end as an applicant and documents that I get from my employer because that is very important in your processing during this time. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the screenshots of the unfamiliar documents that could help you, or you can show it to your employer that these are the documents that you need. All right, so these are the documents that I prepared. And yes, I over-prepared myself this time. I bring all the documents that I need to bring, even it's not on the list when I went to the Odivelas before, just to make sure that I'm not going to screw up this appointment. it's better to be over prepared than to be under prepared in your appointment, right? So just in case that they are trying to find ways to reject your application and ask for like this and that, you have it ready with you. So basically, these are the documents that I prepared. Even these are the documents that I prepared when I went to IMA Odivelas, and I bring the same documents when I went to IMA VSU. All right, so first, of course, the printout of your appointment and application form, two-piece passport size picture, copy and original passport, copy and original visa, the job seeker visa, your NIF, your NIS, SNS or health number, or they called it Otente number, but this is optional. And I'm going to explain it to you later on why I recommend you to have this during your application. You should have your proof of address from Junta de Figuerías, and then I also bring my house contract plus the receipt, and I have the declaration from Social Security. So these are the documents that I prepared. I have it ready even before I got employed, you know. And additionally, I bring my original education certificate, experience certificate, and police clearance or police certificate. These are all the documents that we submitted in the embassy. These are apostilled just in case. As I've mentioned, it's better to be over prepared than to be under prepared in this appointment. All right. So now I'm going to share with you the screenshot of this document, but for the obvious things like passport, visa, and like the picture, there's no need for that. All right, let's proceed. So this is the printout of the appointment. You can have either of these, either the one that you have in your email. So if you don't have this, the one that you have in your CEF profile. So in order to get this, you must create a CEF account using your job seeker visa number. If you did not do this one before your visa expired, you wouldn't be able to create an account anymore. So make sure to create this account while your visa is still valid. Next is the application form. So this is the application form that the IMA would ask you to fill out. It's in Portuguese, but you can use Google Translate to fill out the form. And you can also download this form beforehand in Google. Just search IMA form and you type Modelo 1, and this form will show up. It's in PDF. And since it's in PDF, you can access that through Microsoft Edge, and you can type your information so it will not be handwritten. And this form must be printed out back to back. Again, back to back. All right? So the next one is your número de identificación fiscal, or the NIF, the tax number. So this is the form looks like, and I just put watermark on the information so no one could copy and paste the document and create a fake one, right? All right. The next one is the Número de Identificación de Seguridad Social, or the NIS, the Social Security number. So basically this form, you can apply this online, and then you can get the printout from any Loja do Cidadão. But I'm hearing some news nowadays from some groups that they will require you an employment contract before you could apply for this one. But I'm going to have an update on that if I'm going to be like successful apply for this for someone I know without a contract. I'm going to have I'm going to have an updated video about that. So this is the social security number. You can find it here, and your name is here, and other information here. Okay. Next is the SNS number, or Servicio Nacional de Saúde, or some people they call it Otente number or SNS number. Basically, this is your health number. So if you got hospitalized, you need checkup related to health, you need this number. So I recommend that you have this document with you during your application because for one thing, so your Utente number or SNS number will be printed out together with your resident card. So if you receive your resident card, your NIF, NIS, and SNS number will be written at the back of your card. It will not be blank. Next one, this is the certificate of residence. So there's a lot of confusion about this document. Some people, they're calling it junta. This document is not called junta. This document is called proof of resident or certificate of residence. Junta is Junta de Figuerías, wherein you can obtain this document from this body. The body is like called Junta de Figuerías. So this document is not called Junta. And I also brought the house contract. So these are like 8 or 7 pages contract, and I bring as well with me, I brought with me the receipt. So since I am staying here for 3 months now, I brought with me the 3 months receipt. So next would be the declaration from Social Security. So if you go to your Social Security account, you have to create an account there in Social Security Directa. There is an option wherein you can download this document. It shows like proof of regularization. So I don't know how they call it in Portuguese, but it says in this document that this is some kind of declaration that you are already employed in this company and you have an employer, and this document is valid for 4 months. So this is how the document looks like, and you will need to have an account in Social Security for you to have this document. You will print this with you. You cannot ask the Social Security, go there and ask for this printout. All right. So the next part would be, what are the documents that you need to ask from your employer? So from my employer, of course, the employment contract, the certificate of employment or experience certificate or declaration of employment, of course, the payslip, and the asunto or vínculo do trabajador. It's like you can get it from your employer's social security account. So they will have to give you a screenshot of this document, and this is how it looks like. All right. So the first time when I went to Odivelas, they didn't ask for this document. They were asking only a proof that the contract is communicated to Social Security, wherein this is the document that can prove that. But when my friend went to Odivelas to process her temporary resident card, they asked for this one. Now let's go ahead for the process. So when I went to Aima Odivelas in Vigiao, the process is very simple. So of course, number one is to have your documents ready. And number two, show up during your appointment. So my appointment during that time is 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I went there at 9 a.m. and they really didn't accommodate me at 9 a.m. and I have to wait 2 p.m. for me to be accommodated. So when it reached 2 p.m., so I was accommodated, and then I went inside and the AIMA officer encode and scan my documents. Yes, so while they encode that, they also scan impromptu or directly all my documents in front of me. While in Odivelas, what they did is they will just only collect your documents and that's it. They will encode things, they will collect your documents, they will not scan it. The next part after this process is they would ask you to go to the machine wherein you will have to do the fingerprint and the picture. Yes, again. So you don't need to submit a picture, the hard copy one. So instead they will take the picture there from their machine directly. So after you did all of this, you will have to pay, and the payment is 177 euro for if you want to deliver the card at your home. So you have two options here. It's either you want to pick up the card in the office or you want it to be delivered at your home. The thing is, I don't know why, but the delivery to the home address of the card is cheaper than the pickup. So I don't know how much is it, but it's around 190 or around 195 euro if you opt to pick up the card in IMA. But for the delivery, it's only like 177.40 euro. So after the payment, after you've done the payment, they will give you this document. This is the receipt of the payment. You have the option to pay by card or to pay by cash. And after you pay, they will give you this document. So this is the document that they will tell you that check the information if that is correct, because these are the information that will reflect on your resident card. And the processing, they told me that it's around more or less 30 days I will receive my temporary resident card. And of course, I'm going to give you an update when I receive it, and of course, how many days did I wait to receive my card. Okay, the next part. So I brought a lot of documents with me. As I told you, I over prepared on this appointment. But which documents did IMA take from me? So basically, in those documents that I prepared, IMA did not get all of them. So only a few or most of them. And I'm going to share it with you. All right, so these are all the documents that I prepared. These are the list that I provided in the beginning of this video. And those with X, these are the documents that they did not take from me or they did not need it from me anymore. All right, so printout of appointment, no need. They didn't get this one because the security guard in IMA, all of them, all IMA, even in Odivelas, they have a printout of people from their system with appointment. So even you have the email appointment, if your name is not there, they will not accommodate you. You cannot fight that you have an appointment even though you're not. So for those people that were planning or thinking to fake an email appointment, so you're not gonna get it. So application form, basically, they will take that one. So the passport, they didn't get this one because they take the picture at the office, so in their machine. But in Odevelas, if you will be processing in other office, you better bring it with you. And to make sure, just be prepared as well. Just bring picture. Okay, so another thing that they didn't get is the house contract because I already have the certificate of residence from Junta de Figueria, so no need for this. And then the education certificate, experience certificate, police clearance, no need. The employment contract, yes. And the rest of the documents, they took it. So you can bring and prepare all these documents with you. So no harm done. At least you are over prepared, the better. So again, I'm going to update you once I receive my temporary resident card. And guys, again, do not forget to like and follow my Facebook, especially join our group if you have any questions about a job seeker visa. And like and follow my YouTube channel so I'll be more inspired and motivated to create more video related to the job seeker visa. And of course, so I could respond promptly to your inquiries. That's all for now. Have a good day, everyone. Happy hunting!